morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio, and today we've got very big news about the Pokemon card 151. I know not everybody always disagrees on me with what's big news and what isn't, but I think we can all agree, I hope we can all agree, that the existence of artwork rares, illustration rares, in Pokemon card 151 is a big deal. Okay, and I'm going to interrupt myself and be perfectly honest with you. This morning, I was very tired, I got 3 young kids, and I looked at them and I'm like, hey, these are the first artwork rares, and I was like, I kind of feel like we've seen some before, and I'm like, nah, we saw Tangela. And the reason it's easy to forget is we saw one, and it was in a YouTube video, it wasn't officially revealed on the website, so it's easy to forget, but we had previously seen Tangela, so these aren't actually the first artwork rares we've seen, but they're beautiful, and it seems like the reveals are really starting properly. I know the one-off on a YouTube channel was not, unfortunately, everything we dreamed of. Now it seems like there's a bunch of them, the reveal is starting, and, you know, this is a pretty big deal. Okay, I've interrupted myself enough, let's go back to the video. And we've had a lot of reveals from this set, without actually seeing any artwork rares. And not only that, but generally when Pokemon do their reveals, they reveal the artwork rares at the same time as the regular cards from the set. That is the general cadence. Not a guarantee, sometimes they go away, but that's what they do a lot of the time. Well, if we start off with Pikachu here, Pikachu was one of the first cards revealed from Pokemon card 151. We saw this card weeks ago. And now we're finally seeing the artwork rare. Make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen. This was not a given, this was not a guarantee, but now that we've had confirmation that these artwork rares are coming, this is a very big deal. Oh, we've also been shown Wigglytuff EX, which could be legit really good. We'll get to that one in a moment. So, Pikachu. What is amazing here, I mean, there's many things that are amazing here, alright? One of the cool things here is, I believe this is a new artist. We've got Hiroyuki Yamamoto, and just look. I mean, look, I love Pokemon, I love Pokemon cards, I love the artwork, I love everything about it, alright? But this card, every time I look, I see something new. First time I looked at this card, obviously I saw the Pikachu and I saw the Jigglypuff. And then after a while, I noticed there's a Blastoise just chilling in the cafe. And then I realised there's a Gengar right at the front. Then I saw Butterfree hanging out around the back. And then we've got Psyduck just kind of poking out from the side. And there's actually a Mr. Mime hiding in there as well. And I'm not convinced I've seen them all. I'm going to be honest with you. I am still not convinced I've actually noticed them all. I should mention being colorblind does make it more difficult for me. But I just adore this. This is, I think it's fair to say, one of the coolest artworks we've ever seen. I am just in love with this. And bearing in mind, we have just gotten the Okacheke Pikachu. I love Okacheke. It's one of my, well no, it's not one of, my favourite artist in the Pokemon TCG, bar none, just went and did a Pikachu, and it's my favourite Pikachu ever. I might already be having to revise that, although I do love the Okacheke Pikachu. But look, if you're a fan of well-drawn Pikachu cards, you are eating right now. You are eating. Like, as for the card, no, it's not a good card, alright? Free energy 50, and then single energy. Grab yourself a basic lightning energy from your deck and attach it to one of your Pokemon. No, sorry, attach it to this Pokemon. Sorry. And then shuffle your deck. It's fine, but it's not particularly good, let's be clear there. Hey-ho. But I still love me this Pikachu. The artwork is beyond stunning. Now, we also have a Nidoking coming along. Now, this is one of the interesting cards that was revealed the other day. And look, we know that, unfortunately, Nidoking is a Stage 2, so it's not exactly the greatest card we're ever going to see. But it is worth noting that it can attack for free if you've got a Nidoqueen in play. So, 190 damage plus poison for 0 energy. I mean, come on, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. I still, unfortunately, think it's going to end up being underwhelming, to put it politely. But it's a very cool card nonetheless. And this is a rather lovely piece of art. No, I don't think it's on the same level as Pikachu, and I don't think that's a controversial statement. but this is still a lovely card. Right, I actually need to go back in time just for a moment and correct myself, because the artist for Pikachu is not a new artist. Now, they haven't done any cards since they did Volcarona GX in Cosmic Eclipse, and this is only the 4th card they've ever done. The others are Trevenant from Guardians Rising and Dragonite from Sun and Moon, if anybody's wondering. And I have always loved that Trevenant from Guardians Rising. But it is fair to say that Pikachu, not a new artist, but not exactly an artist we've seen much or for a while. And the other artwork rare they've gone and shown off here is the Omanyte. Obviously, you know, we all love Omanyte. Omanyte's lovely. It's cool. Lovely artwork. Obviously, you've got Omastar and Kabuto swimming around there as well, because, I don't know, why would you not? And, I mean, look, it's fine. The attack for 2 energy lets you do 50 damage while choosing an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon and putting it back into their hand, which is alright. It's not terrible. But again, it's not exactly one we are falling over ourselves to be playing here. Obviously, we are, you know, going up to Omastar and all that. It's fine, all right? It's fine. But the coolest news coming out of here is very simply the existence of these cards. That's what's really cool here. The existence of these artwork rares, these illustration rares. And obviously, and again, this isn't, I suppose, 100% confirmed, but come on, read between the lines. Is there any realistic possibility at this stage that we don't get special illustration rares of some of the EXs? Come on, ladies and gentlemen, it's coming. And the fact that they showed off these 3 cards that had previously been revealed as artwork rares means that, yes, absolutely, the illustration rares, the special ones, could be previously revealed cards, like Charizard. Personally, I want me a Blastoise. But yeah, there could be a special illustration rare Charizard. Hold your hats. But we got ourselves a Wigglytuff as well. And look, I have long felt sorry for Wigglytuff, because Wigglytuff doesn't always get the love. And then Wigglytuff went and got a GX, but Wigglytuff GX was a generic one in the family starter deck, and it's terrible. So Wigglytuff needs some love. Well, Wiggles is getting itself an EX in this set, and it could be good. We do have lovely artwork on the Jigglypuff. In terms of the attack, single energy, search your deck for a supporter card, and show it to your opponent, put it in your hand, shuffle your deck, and you'll see why that's relevant in a moment. Oh, and then 2 energy, flip 2 coins, 20 damage for each heads. Again, it's not about Jiggles here, it's about Wiggles. And then what we've got with Wigglytuff is, if this Pokemon has a special energy attached, this Pokemon's maximum HP increases by 100. Yeah. Now, it's already starting off with 250 on a stage 1, which is fine. But now with a special energy, it goes to 300. That's awesome. And this is the point where I need to remind you about the other Wigglytuff. Because you see, ladies and gentlemen, coming along in Paldea Evolved, although it was in kind of Snow Hazard Clayburst over in Japan, there is another Wigglytuff. But this Wigglytuff has a very, very interesting ability, and what Wigglytuff's ability allows it to do is attach an extra special energy during your turn. For what it's worth, it is actually a therapy energy. That's what it allows you to do. That's the one that basically means you cannot be asleep, paralyzed, or confused. Remember the way I explained this before? Basically, it stops the special conditions that stop you attacking. It doesn't stop the special conditions that just do damage. Yes, I know confusion does damage, but confusion really is stopping you attacking. It doesn't stop poison and burn that just do damage. And obviously, if you're playing Wiggles, you're going to have to play Jiggles to evolve into it. So this works out beautifully. Play Wigglytuff EX, but then just play like one of the regular, bearing in mind the EX and the regular have different names, so you can play 4 EXs and a couple of the regular, and then just get one of these, so during your turn you can attach, well, there's a couple ways to do it. You can either attach double turbo energy and 1 therapy energy. Now that could be a bit of a pain, because you reduce damage by 20, but it's an option. Or you can have 2 regular Wiggles out, attach 2 therapy energy, and then use your attachment for the turn. But my point is, you can get this going in 1 turn. You can get all 3 of the energy needed for Wigglytuff EX on there in a single turn, and that's a very big deal. As for the attack, 90 damage. If you played a supporter card from your hand during this turn, the attack does 90 more damage. Interestingly enough, this is why it's interesting that Jigglypuff goes and searches out a supporter, because obviously it's supporting Wigglytuff here. That's kind of the point. So, I mean, look, the damage here isn't enough, let's be clear. Even with 180, if you're not using double turbo energy, you go and whack yourself a choice belt on there. You're doing 210, which is not the magic number for Pokemon V, it's 220. So realistically, you're looking at 2 hit KOs. And if you're 2 hit KOing, hitting 160 twice because you've got double turbo energy on, doesn't make that big a deal. You're 2 hit KOing all but the very, very, very biggest Pokemon anyway. So it's not actually that big a deal. It's alright. You're 2 hit KOing, but you've got 350 HP. Oh, also do bear in mind that extra type belt tool card was revealed there a day or 2 ago. And that means that you take 30 less damage from attacks if it's attached to a stage 1. Yeah, this is going to like extra tight belt. I'm giving this 4 Wassies. I legit think this could be good. No, you're not hitting for weakness, and no, the attack isn't spectacular. But the fact that you can get enough energy on there in 1 turn is a huge deal for me. And the fact that you got 350 HP is a huge deal for me. I think this one could be awesome. Sure, you're not 1 hit KOing, but most things aren't 1 hit KOing, and you're not getting 1 hit KO'd. Like it, ladies and gentlemen. I like it. Right, there we go. That's what you need to know, and now it's over to you guys. Tell me which of these cards you really want as illustration rares. Tell me how excited you are. Tell me how amazing you think that Pikachu card is. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and card games and Pokemon card games, all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And of course, get shoutouts on the channel, like the lovely Unknown One, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and is a very lovely person. So shoutouts to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.